Like, let's say, for example, Starship Troopers, it's meant to be a satire piece satirizing fascism,
Yeah,
but a lot of people, when they watch Starship Troopers,
yeah,
that sort of like went over their head. And then when Paul Verhoeven went back to the Netherlands,
yeah.
people started thinking that he was a fascist.
Well, yeah, that's what I was about. That's what I was about to say. I don't know if it was necessarily they went over their heads. I think they just got the wrong end of the stick, and they it was like his satire. It was like because the whole point of like Starship Troopers is that it's so over the top to the point of it's cartoony. But I think a lot of people misinterpret it as being like, oh, he actually agrees with the fascistic sentiments of the film, and they thought like, oh, he actually he sympathizes with the cause. When that's not the case at all, but that's how people interpret it because which I guess is understandable. But he was always obviously satirizing that aspect. You think it would do well, wouldn't you? Because big guns, aliens. I mean, we literally had aliens like 10 years before. Basically, it's basically the same film, apart from James Cameron's film doesn't go into the whole subtext of the book. So yeah, the original book that is the Starship Troopers one.
Second on Verhoeven, RoboCop.
Great film.
You could have like the film like work perfectly fine without like the news segments in, but
Yeah.
those like not only do they break it up, like outpace it out a bit, but I know it's almost surreal.
Well, it adds to the world, doesn't it? It's all about the world building because that's all it really tells you, isn't it? It's got nothing to do with the actual narrative, but it's telling you about the wider world, isn't it? I know it's even more. I think in the original script, it's even more overt because they talk about you know going to war with Mexico and stuff, and I think like Clint Eastwood's the president or something like that, like Stallone the president or something. You know, It's weird though how people like RoboCop but can't like Starship Troopers, but they're basically the same thematically. That is, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like it was basically just privatization of the police,
Yeah, yeah,
which
yeah. In Detroit as well, which
yeah,
suffered heavily under the Reagan administration and whatnot. But I mean, they amp it up even further in the sequel, which Verhoeven didn't do. But they because I think because it's funny because it's not just the news segments, but it's also like the commercials as well. But there's ones that I always thought were in RoboCop, but they're actually in RoboCop too. Like there's one with like a some sort of sun tanning lotion or something. I think the what was that? I think this one is in the first RoboCop, but it's the Ford SUX. Ford sucks. Oh, it's like that one. But yeah, it's yeah, it's yeah, RoboCop's a satirical masterwork, really, isn't it? Yeah,
mm.